I've got more than 40,000 pesos here, gentlemen. And the most epic toy you can imagine, one of the most valuable ones on the market.
Look, gentlemen, honestly, I really like this a lot. I mean, all the eyes and everything is working perfectly. And it means that we already did it, right? And I want to think that we're almost done with the head. For the eyes to shine properly, it uses 3 LEDs. You'll remember that at the beginning I told you there's a board that uses 2 and one that uses 1. This test is done independently. That is what you saw that didn't shine much. Was the one that had 1 LED and the one that had 2 lights up? Well, obviously. Then when... Oh, gentlemen, let's leave it like this. We still have this leftover piece from the first one, the little mask. This one goes here, right? We can put it here without any problem. There it is. We already tested the whole part that works. We had this left over. This comes from issue 4, which I think is kind of ridiculous. Because, I mean, it's fine that there are 5 issues, but you could have put it in another one, right? And I don't think you can do much with it. But in this issue, we're going to put the supports that go behind the photonic rays, Mazinger's chest piece. And I think this is the only thing you assemble, so I don't really see much point in it. But let's do it. Let's see how it turns out in the end. Well, gentlemen, the last issue was the hardest, but this one was the easiest. This was all I did. Just put in 2 screws and fit this here. That's it. Gentlemen, let's move on to the next one. Issue 5, gentlemen. Look who's here, Koji Kabuto. How about that? The figure is incredible. Obviously, I'm not going to take this one out. In fact, I'm going to seal it right now, because if I take it out of here, it could get lost. What is it that I don't like? There are some little things left. Look, we have this left from the previous episode or the previous issue. This is also left from the previous issue. And this is left from the previous issue. That's just how it goes when assembling things like cars, clothes, or robots. You have to be very organized, because if not, you'll lose things. Obviously, when I finish doing this, I'll have to put everything away in a little box so nothing gets lost. Because if you lose something like this, for example, right? If you lose it, then you won't be able to put it together. I think this is for the eyes, but you put it on at the end, so you have to be very careful. Similarly, if I open Koji Kabuto, I might lose it. So it's better to leave it there in its little box, and when we have to assemble it, then we'll put it in, right? Issue 5, gentlemen. Here we assemble Mazinger's chest. We finally put it together. We connect it with the board we had in the back. And now we have this left over, right? And obviously, as I told you, Koji Kabuto isn't needed. Look, guys, the next issue, well, the one we're assembling now, which is already number 6, comes with part of the scrander. But seriously, are you kidding me? Just one wing? And then this comes here. I mean, come on. They should put it together. Maybe that's just how business is. You lose things, and that worries me. So you have to be very careful when putting it together. Right now, I think I'm going to separate it. When I finish working today, I'm going to separate it. I'm going to store it properly. Because look, this by itself, well, no. Let's continue with the chest. We're on issue 8. Here, it changed a little. That's why I'm showing you. In the previous issues, we assembled the whole chest. Here, it's already assembled. We have both parts and are now on 8, which is different. Let's see what's inside. We have this left over to continue assembling it later, and that's how it goes. This is what we have so far after 8 issues. Look, gentlemen, I finally managed to put on the horns that were over there. I put them on, and it looks excellent. Something that surprised me is that it has fiber optics here. Inside, there's a little piece of fiber that makes the light from the panel reach all the way over here. It's well made, well designed, and I think it's excellent. Now you can already see its shape. In this chapter, or, well, in this issue, we take out one of the arms, the chest, and that's where the head goes. Gentlemen, just look at everything we've done so far. We're on issue 26. And something I didn't like is, look at this piece. It looks kind of damaged. There are some pieces that come like this. I'm going to try to polish it, right? Look at this. It looks scratched, like something happened. Here, it seems like something fell on it. I'm not sure if the camera can catch it, but I think it can. Something stained it, maybe from sweat. I don't know what happened. Look. Did you see? And well, it is a little dirty. I'm going to try to clean it, but I mean, it's in premium figure. I don't think it should be like that. Look, you can see it there. The bad part is it's one of the arms. I hope I can clean it and make it look perfect. I'll also take this chance to do a quick recap. This is what we've got so far. We've already got 2 little arms. We've got the fists. We've got the shoulder pads. We've got part of the back. And, well, it's coming along. It's coming along. We're about 40% done. Well, actually, it's 41% done.
Now, how's it going, guys? It's starting to take shape. Look at the size of the head. This little guy has a big head. We put the neck piece on, and we already ran all the wiring underneath. It took me some time, but we retested everything to ensure it turns on properly. It's always a good idea to keep checking. That's why that tester is there. So whenever you think it's necessary, you can keep checking and checking, right? We've checked everything is fine. Since we're about to assemble everything underneath and add the circuitry, if something goes wrong now, we'd have to take it apart almost completely. It'd be a total nightmare if this fails. Let's finish this issue and the circuitry, then we'll move on to assemble another one. I don't even know which one I'm on, but let's wrap this up. And we have the little head over there. There are a lot of people who just stop there with just the head, and it actually looks good. It doesn't look bad. It's finally done. The head circuit, and it's finally complete. What do you think? Yeah, it's cool. It's really, really nice. Number 9 is done, folks. That little build is done. Let's move on to number 10. And this is what I'm talking about. Look, in this, there's a part of the mask that, if I'm not mistaken, matches with this one. It also includes another scanger wing, but it's likely to remain this way since more pieces are missing. Well, obviously they come in the other issues, so I'm telling you, this takes a lot of patience, a lot. Just imagine all the time it took to get all the pieces. More than a year, I think. Here, gentlemen, is where I say that the publishers sometimes really go too far. They could have easily put this in another issue, because this is all that comes. I mean, this is everything that comes, nothing else. In the previous one, there was also just one of these lines. Well, one of these bars and a screw. I mean, at the end of the day, you could make it for about 80 or 90. It's the issues and not 100. I mean, an issue just for this, that's what's not cool, but that's how it is. Well, issue 12, gentlemen, got wet. It's unusable. So, I'm gonna have to guess. The good thing is their shoulder pads, I already put one together, so it should be the same. Look, if I keep pulling it, it's gonna break, and that's not good. Well, the idea is also for you to keep it and collect it. So, well, I already broke it. Here comes a whole instruction manual. So here we're just gonna go for a Hail Mary and hope it turns out. Well, I've already assembled one, so it should fit the same. I'll use it as my guide. We've already assembled the left shoulder. Now let's assemble the right shoulder. Well, that's just how it is. It got a little wet. Too bad. Let's hope everything turns out. Well, this part is getting a bit tricky for me because you have to follow a sequence, you know? It has its trick, but if you pay attention, you'll get it, right? And since some of the issues are wet, it's been harder for me, but it's coming along. Guys, we've already put together part of the shoulders. Look, here we go. We've assembled two with the 2 elbow pieces. Shoulder pads, actually. Part of what goes on the arm, part of the chest, and right now we're working on part of the little arm. We're on issue 15. I got really hooked putting it together. There were 2 issues I couldn't show you because they were all wet, so I had to do them like that. I did it myself, but I'm unsure if I made a mistake on this one. But well, it's coming along. It's coming along. We hope everything turns out well. And later on, I'll show you, or you'll all see the final result, right? Gentlemen, we finished 17 issues. I can tell you, this is how it looks. 17 issues of El Mazinger by Salvat. We're going to open another package from 18 to 40. Gentlemen, we're still working. We're making other videos and also assembling this thing. Because now I'm hooked. And that's what we've got so far. We've got this, these accessories that go on the fists. We've already got 2 arms. We've got the head. We've got part of the torso, the shoulders. And now we're on issue 30 with the famous. Let's see how it looks on this part over here. And as you can see, this one looks really cool. We're almost done with the fielder, friends. And just check this out. It has fiber optics. What you see here is fiber controls connectors. We're going to connect this right now. I'm not exactly sure how it goes. I think it's going to be attached there. But trust me, building this little ship is a lot of work. I spent about 2 hours trying to assemble it, right? The fiber has to go through properly so that when the light down here turns on, it lights up. Down here, it has a tunnel where an LED goes. So when this turns on, it's going to light up the whole front part. It's awesome. No doubt, it's an incredible piece. It's amazing. I mean, it's amazing, phenomenal. And besides, the propeller spin, it has a little motor that turns on the lights and spins the propellers to simulate that it's flying. It has two motors, one here and one here. A work of art, believe me. A beauty. Gentlemen, issue 35, and we almost have the builder ready. How about that? Great. Check out Koji Kabuto's figure. Its control panel, and all of this took me quite a bit of time and patience to put together because it's very small. Well, it's not as small as it's just a little bit bigger than a Hot Wheels car. Handling and routing the cables was really difficult for me. I haven't tested everything yet. I'll wait until installation. I did check that the circuits work, and they do. What I haven't tested is whether the wings rotate, because I'm still missing a few things before I can try it out. But overall the lights work and this turns on fine. I'll show you how it works later. But that's the current update. Gentlemen, we've reached issue 41 and look at how crazy this is. This one cost 300 pesos, 320 pesos. And check this out. No assembly needed. Just check that all components are present. What do you think? You just buy it, so you get 2 screws. Well, they're washers. Screws, I don't know. Well, washer and screw. Actually, it's screw and nut. But anyway, there it is. Several days have passed, gentlemen. I'm tired. It's only 7 in the morning. I'm working on this project from 7 in the morning until around 9 in the morning, and then I pick it up again in the late afternoon or evening because obviously I still have to work. But come on, it's tough. 300 pesos. 2 screws with their nuts and washers. And look, I'll take the opportunity to give a quick recap. That's what we've got so far. We've already got 2 arms, we've got the fists, we've got the shoulder pads, we've got part of the back, and well, it's coming along, it's coming along. We're about 40% done. Well, now it's 41% done. Gentlemen, we've reached issue 50. Right now we're halfway through assembling Mazinger, and look at what we've done so far. These legs were really difficult for me. Really difficult. The thing is, as you saw, the magazines were wet, so it was really hard for me to assemble them. Both of them were wet. But anyway, it's done now. We almost have the whole skeleton now. Just look at how nice the complete skeleton of Mazinger Z looks. Some arms, its legs, a little arm, the hands, the head, and I think it will be assembled at the end. I'm not sure. This one comes with these parts. It's like a knee, I don't know. But anyway, the good news is that we're right at the halfway point of the project. Issue 50. Yes, it's a lot of work, but it's coming along. Patience, gentlemen. This takes patience, gentlemen. We're on chapter 55. The 55, I'm curious to see what this is for. We already put in here like a plastic, a piece of acrylic that I guess is going to light up, but this goes up and down. I thought it would be along, but no, it goes on the legs. I don't know if this has any movement or what it's for, but there it is. It's done. I don't like it being so tight because it breaks. But don't over tighten, just snug. It's a bit loose, so I'll tighten it more. Because this wears out over time. Even though, as I've told you, it's a part that doesn't move much, all plastics like this wear out and break. They crack due to moisture and a few other things. And at the end, I'll tell you how to put it on and where to put it, or rather what to put on it so it doesn't get damp. But in general, you need to loosen this a little bit. Let it be loose so it has a little bit of play. Don't tighten it so much, because some people even leave marks on it, and that makes it break very easily. Plastic parts like this that move should always be just snug. Nothing more, not too much. I have my precision screwdriver here, but I'm doing it with the one that comes from the factory to see how hard it is with that one. It's just a regular Phillips screwdriver. Nothing fancy. This ergonomic one is great. It's a precise tool with precision tips. It's more comfortable, but it also tightens more. And this can be a risk for the part, because if I tighten it too much, I could end up damaging things. Let's continue. I'll show you how it's turning out later. Okay, look. This is the frame, the legs. Part of the shoulders goes here. And there are the arms already. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're over halfway done. Take a look at this, gentlemen. The quality speaks for itself. That's why it cost this much. Assembling it has its tricks, because you really have to pay attention to how you place each piece. It's incredible. This leg really surprised me because it's so well designed. Look at this. Look, it's impressive, really impressive. This is already the foot part. I guess I'm gonna assemble more things onto it right now.
This is how it was and how it looks now.
Man, it's really cool. You have to be very careful because you need to fit all the pieces together. I mean, one has to go with another in this position. If you make a mistake, it won't fit anymore. I think this goes here, and now we can see the piece's size. Man, it's awesome, huh? No doubt, this is the ultimate Mazinger, the best of them all. I'd even go so far as to say it, the best of them all. I wanted to show you this, folks. This thing is so well designed that it has spaces for the screwdriver to go through so you can assemble it without any trouble. And that's something you really appreciate in a model kit of this size. You really appreciate it because otherwise it can get really complicated. Here it goes. Look, I wanted to show you this because it's important. Look, the leg is already taking shape. Check out how it's going, guys. We started really early in the morning. Now it's already night. I spent a ton of time on the legs. The thing here is that I second guessed something, and that's when, well, things happen. But anyway, at the end of the day, I took it apart like 6 times until it was right, until I liked how it turned out. It has to be symmetrical. I mean, this part goes with this one. This goes with this one. I mean, everything has to fit perfectly. Look how big it is. It's amazing. All right, let's go. I can't even keep track of which issue we're on anymore. Let's check which one we're on. I'll add more plastic to protect it. Issue 64. We're already at 64% out of 100. We're almost done, right? Yeah, almost. I think with 3 or 4 more dedicated days, we'll be done with this Mazinger. Gentlemen, well, we're still working on the legs. Today, I spent about 4 or 5 hours on the legs, and I made a mistake. At some point, I don't know where, I made an error with the legs and put them together wrong. Now they're done. I already fixed them. I had to really study how the gear mechanism went and all that stuff, and now it's done. You can see it here. It's already nighttime, but finally the legs are done. Now let's move on to the next step. Telling you, if you make a mistake with something, suddenly it gets more complicated and you can't keep going because things just won't fit together, right? But anyway, the little legs are finally done here after a long afternoon.